Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Xbox One. It is time for Tournament 13 of Halo Ninja Warrior. Just recently, we said goodbye to the Xbox 360, where we hosted the first 12 tournaments of this course. In the most recent tournament, we saw 50 competitors take on the first stage, with 12 of them clearing the stage. In Stage 2, 6 competitors of varying experience managed to overcome the obstacles and advance to Stage 3. Amazingly, the all-star Buddy Jumps was able to get to the final stage and came incredibly close to achieving total victory for a second time. Unfortunately, he timed out, but with that fantastic performance, he'll be the last competitor to go in this tournament. Speaking of this stage, let's take a look at the obstacles. Similar to Tournament 12, we will start off with the sextuple step, then competitors will face the X Bridge. After that is the returning pole maze, and then the jump hang kai, which has been modified from the last tournament. After that is a new version of the brace slider from Tournament 10, and then the infamous warped wall. After that is the slider jump returning from Tournament 11, and then the rope climb to finish it all off. With these 8 obstacles, there is a 90-second time limit, and anyone who clears will advance to the second stage, which has been built on the Halo 2 anniversary, giving this course a new twist. Today, we will see many veterans return to Halo Ninja Warrior, and our first Xbox 360 All-Star will compete. We have a lot of special runs to experience today, so let's get to it and see the first ever run on the Xbox One. Our first competitor to go, kicking off this tournament, is Miguel G, X22. Who seemed to be running over a dead body right there. So let's see how he takes on this new first stage. He's onto the sextuple step. This is the first ever run on the Xbox One. Hopefully there's no pressure behind that. But he's looking pretty good right now through the sextuple step, and he gets out of it. Nicely done onto the new X Bridge. First competitor to try this out. Let's see how he does. He sprints up to the second pallet, and then goes to the fourth. Oh no. He got pushed a little bit to the right, and he was not able to catch on to the sixth pallet. And that's where he's at. Our next competitor, however, is DHG Fireball. Now in this tournament, we did a lottery system, so he actually drew number 2. And that's the number he got for this tournament, so that's why he's going so early. And if you're wondering why would it be weird that he's going early, it's because in the last tournament, he was a newcomer, the first newcomer since Buddy Jumps back in Tournament 6, to make it to the third stage. He made it all the way to Stage 3 on his first ever appearance. Failed the crazy cliffhanger. So he's got a lot to live up to now, and he's looking really good through the course. He's onto the pole maze, an obstacle he has done in the past. This is only his second appearance, but he's already made himself well known in this course. It's very rare that we see a newcomer get to Stage 3, but now he's gotta prove that it wasn't just one lucky attempt. He's into the jump hang kai. He's looking pretty solid right now. He jumps out of it. Now he's onto the new brace slider. This obstacle wasn't Tournament 10, but it's been changed to make it more difficult. He jumps. Oh, he crouches. He loses his speed. Oh, Fireball goes out on Stage 1. Our Stage 3 newcomer was faulted here at the brace slider. As you can see, when he sprints, he crouches to try to land on the brace, and when you crouch, you lose all your speed, and he just didn't have the distance to make it back to the other side of that obstacle. Well, Fireball is out. Our third competitor, something we haven't seen before, we have a Miguel G X22's guest. He got number 3, so this is the friend of the first guy who went. Let's see how he does. His friend failed the X Bridge. So yeah, every single run you see in this tournament, aside from the last 3, were drawn. Basically, we took competitors into a room where they had to shoot a pallet, and depending on which pallet they shot, that's what number they got for the tournament. So all these numbers are randomly given out. Now he's onto the X Bridge. This is where his friend failed. Whoa, he's going all over the place. Jeez. Oh, Miguel's guess. That was crazy. He got across there. Now for the pole maze. He goes into it. Oh no, he fails. Wow. That's the first time we've ever seen a pole maze failure. As you can see right here, he bounced off the edge of the antenna, and he hit the track. There's no shield there to hold you up, so once you hit that track, you're dead. Well, first pole maze failure. Let's continue on with number 4. We have Riddled Bug 79899, a newcomer. Let's see how he handles this new course. So far, Fireball is the only person who's gotten past the pole maze. Now he's onto the sextuple step. He'll be taking it nice and slow here. He's doing a little crouches in midair. Not sure what that accomplishes. Oh, he did it again. Okay, he's definitely taking his time here. The time limit is quite an issue on this. Whoa, jeez, he almost didn't make it. Yeah, the time limit can be quite crucial on this specific tournament. Now for the X Bridge, he sprints all the way to the third one and launches him off. He had no chance of recovering from that one. Riddled Bug is in the water. Our next competitor to take on stage 1 is Sudden Styles, also a newcomer. Looking pretty nice and green there. Let's see how he handles this course. Sextuple step first. This obstacle took out 12 competitors in the last tournament, which tied the record for the most amount of competitors that have ever failed an obstacle. And it was the first obstacle, so that was quite crazy in the last tournament. And wow, he almost comes up short of the dismount too. Now for the X Bridge, can he pull it off? First, okay, he seems to be using all the right side pallets, and he walks over to the last one. Nicely done. That was a beautiful technique. Now for the pole maze. Miguel's guess failed it, but not him. He's up into it. Now he's just got to navigate through the maze. And this dismount here, you got to make sure you back up before you go for the dismount. Otherwise, you might not have enough momentum to get across. He goes down, and he's through. Now for the jump hand kai. Oh, a false start there. Oh, geez, what's he doing? No, that ain't gonna work. Come on now. Gunpei Shiratori isn't in Halo 4. Alright, well, that didn't work. So next up is P. Fluginator 5. His friend Weapon Matt standing in the background. He's going to be doing his run later. So let's see how Fluginator goes on the sextuple step. 90 seconds. It may seem like a long time limit, but this stage is pretty long. You gotta keep moving if you want to catch up with that time limit. So he's moving pretty nicely through the sextuple step, and he's right off. Very well done. Now for the X Bridge. He's going on to the first pallet. I hear a plasma pistol charging in the background. I wonder what that's for. He's through the X Bridge. Now for the pole maze. He goes into it. Nice. Navigating his way through. Nope. Goes a bit past it. Might cost him a second or two, and you never know. That second or two might just be what he needs to clear. Alright, through the pole maze, now for the jump hand kai. Okay, he jumps, can't do it. Sudden Styles failed it, but not him. Nicely done, he's into it. Hopefully he doesn't fail in here. Whoa, almost got pushed off there. You gotta be careful with that angled wall. It will push you off if you're not careful. But he's looking good. He's through the jump hand kai, now for the brake slider. This is the obstacle. The DHG fireball failed. He goes for it. Oh, he might have jumped early. Yes, he did. He jumped too early. And if you jump too early, you just don't make it to the brace. Anyway, after his run, we saw 3 more competitors take on the course. First up was Wolfman Winner, who failed the pole maze by jumping too late and hitting the antenna. Just didn't get the height to get into the shield. Then we had Justin Detroit, who had quite an interesting failure on the X Bridge. Just didn't even make it to the first pallet. And then after that was Forge Peasant, who spent a long time testing out the trampoline. But when he finally went for it, it didn't help him out at all. All that testing for nothing. And now we can move on to our 10th competitor of Tournament 13. Our Master Chief lookalike is competing on Halo Ninja Warrior for his 6th time today. He's never been one for practicing for these tournaments, but he still manages to at least defeat the first obstacle of Stage 1 every time. In his previous 5 attempts, he has failed 5 different obstacles, but the farthest he ever made it was in Tournament 10. He overcame the rolling escargot that he failed in Tournament 9, and made it to the 3rd obstacle, the giant swing. He also competed in the last Xbox 360 tournament, where he was one of many to go out on the curtain slider. Captain Killer, while he definitely does not ever practice, it's still amazing how well he can do in these tournaments. So let's see how he does in Tournament 13, onto the sextuple step. He's actually moving pretty quickly through these. He's done this obstacle before. Alright, and he is through. Now the X Bridge is the 2nd obstacle. If history says anything, he just might fail this obstacle. Whoa, jeez. He got really low on that 2nd pallet there, but he still makes it. He walks onto the 6th pallet and he's through. He's onto the pole maze, matching his best performance ever. Can he do it? Yes, he's into the pole maze. If he gets the dismount, this will be the best performance Captain Killer has ever had. Oh, he's shooting in excitement, maybe. I don't know. He's shooting for some reason. Alright, now he goes out. Okay, and now for the jump hang kai. Oh. Alright, shooting. It looks like he's shooting to know where to jump. And he backs up, he sprints, he jumps. Oh, where's he going? He went right down the middle. He wasn't going to get anywhere with that. Well, Captain Killer took the time to shoot the ground. It looked like he was marking a spot to jump. But then when he went for the jump, you gotta go either the left or the right. And maybe he got indecisive and just decided to go right down the middle. Well, that didn't work out. Yeah, but it was still the best performance we've ever seen from Captain Killer, so very well done. Now, our next 2 competitors did not have much more success. First up was Z Master, returning. He hadn't competed since Tournament 7. He went out in the jump hang kai. And then Sneak Killer, who was rushing to get to the X bridge, and that didn't work. So that's 2 more failures on the first stage. How will our next competitor do? Our next competitor is Bradley Freakin, who is taking on Halo Ninja Warrior for his 4th time. The first time was back in Tournament 9 when he failed the flying chute on stage 1, but since then he has not failed the first stage. In Tournament 10 he had an impressive run up the final climb, but on stage 2 he failed the balance tank. Then in Tournament 11 he was one of 7 to clear the first stage, and he had an interesting technique for the second stage, deciding to change his controller layout for the spider walk. However, this technique betrayed him and he fell back down the salmon ladder and was unable to recover. Now let's see if Bradley's skill from the Xbox 360 will return for the Xbox One. And there he is, sat upon his antenna. He jumps down, he's ready to master this course. Bradley Freakin has not failed stage 1 since Tournament 9, so let's hope he keeps up the streak. He did not compete in the last tournament, Tournament 12. Hopefully that little gap in his performances won't take away from his skill. Bradley is definitely one of the most skilled jumpers I've ever seen, so I hope he can do this. He's into the pole maze. He's going pretty fast right now. Still got 70 seconds while in the pole maze. And now he's through it. We've not seen anyone even beat the brace ladder yet, but first off, he's got to do the jump hang kai. This has proven to be difficult, but not for Bradley. He's into it. And now he's jumping around. Bradley looking pretty solid right now. Alright, he's through the jump hang kai, now for the brace ladder. He's going up, he sprints. He jumps. Oh, looks like he's going to use the side of the brace ladder. Interesting technique. It works for him. Now for the warped wall. Can he get up into 1? Yes, he's up into 1. Now for the slider jump. Bradley is looking like he might do it. He's onto the slider jump. He gets onto it nicely. Now he's got to climb. This climb can actually be very difficult if you don't do it right. So come on, Bradley. Oh, he slips up. No. Oh, what a save. Come on, Bradley. You can make it. He makes it the second time. Oh, looks like he's just going to try to jump over it. Yes, he does. All right, he's still got 20 seconds to do this last obstacle. Come on, Bradley. You got this. He's onto it. Now he's just got to climb up. Bradley is so close to beating stage 1 again. Could it be our first stage 1 clear? He goes, and he hits the buzzer with 9.23 seconds left. Bradley Freakin once again has cleared stage 1. Look at this way, the way he did the brace slider. He jumps on the side piece right there. A great technique for him. And then on the slider jump, first person to attempt it, first person to clear it. Bradley just showed off how easy this course can be. With 9.23 seconds left, Bradley will be moving on to stage 2 for his 3rd time. Very well done from Bradley Freakin. But our next competitor to go is Irarath. This competitor was a newcomer who cleared stage 1 in the last tournament. He had a slow time through stage 1. He only cleared with, I think, a little over a second left. But unfortunately on stage 2, he got all the way to the wall lift where he timed out. So Irarath definitely has a speed issue on these courses. Now he's on the X bridge. Oh, an interesting technique. He's going to cross sides, and now it's on to the pole maze. Can he do it? He did it last time, and he's into it. Nice. Oh, okay. I guess he forgot which way to go. Alright, he's through the pole maze. And he's out onto the jump hang kai. Can he do it? This has been difficult so far. He goes for it, and he lands it. Nicely done. Oh, looks like he's going to walk around to the other side. This is we rarely see competitors go on the outside. And oh, dang it, Smokey. Why'd you hit that pillar? Alright, he's onto the brace ladder now. Can he do it? Bradley Freakin just did it. Oh, an interesting technique. He jumps and then jumps again. Wow. That worked for Irarath. Nicely done. He's onto the warped wall. He's still got 32 seconds left. He might need to hurry up if he wants to clear in time. Can he get up the warped wall in 1? Yes, he can. Alright, he's still got a chance. Come on, Irarath. He's going for the slider jump. He gets into it. Oh, could he do it? He's still got 18 seconds left. Oh, no, Irarath, no! He slips off on one of the jumps and he fails the slider jump. I guess it just wasn't to be this time. Well, anyway, we have seen 14 competitors go and only 1 has been able to clear. We've got 11 more runs in this episode, so let's see if we'll have any more luck. Our next competitor to go is Pixel Projects, another veteran of this course. In the last 2 tournaments, he has cleared stage 1. In tournament 11, he failed the metal spin on stage 2, and in the last tournament, he failed the swing ladder of stage 2 by over-jumping the dismount platform. Now, this is his 7th time on Halo Ninja Warrior. He's had very mixed results. Like back in tournament 9, he failed the first obstacle of stage 1, and then 2 tournaments later, he finally cleared stage 1 on what might have been one of the hardest first stages I've ever had, tournament 11. So, he's looking pretty good right now, onto the pole maze. Sprint jumps into it, and he's good to go. Navigating his way through the maze. looking pretty good right now. He's going to back up for the dismount. And he's nailed it. Now for the jump hang. He sprints, he jumps, and he's into it. Most people seem to be going on the right side of the jump hang kai. I don't know if there's no difference. I guess people are right-handed. They want to go on the right side. Now for the brake slider. Can he do it? His friend DHG Fireball failed it. He goes for it. No! Pixel comes up short! Oh, Pixel Projects. He's been so promising in the last few tournaments, but this time he jumps too early. And when you jump too early, you just don't make it to the brace, and Pixel Projects has gone out on the first stage. Oh well, it was still a good attempt, and it does show how much Pixel has improved since his early times of Halo Ninja Warrior. Next up to go is our most dedicated New Zealander of this course. Killidaman is here at Halo Ninja Warrior for his 6th time, and while he has had a few struggles with the first stage in the past, he wrapped up his Xbox 360 Halo Ninja Warrior career on quite a high note as he made it all the way to the 3rd stage for his first time. Ultimately, it was the crazy cliffhanger that proved to be his undoing, but Killidaman is back on the Xbox One to show us that he means business. Alright, let's see how let's see how Killidaman handles this course. He beat he made all the way to stage 3 in the last tournament, which is quite good for Killid. First time he's ever done that. Now he's through the sextuple step onto the X bridge. This obstacle hasn't been too difficult so far. Whoa, jeez. That was weird. He crossed paths there and managed to make it through with 2 pallets. Now it's onto the pole maze. Moving very nicely through it. And backs up. Oh, didn't get much of a backup there, but he still made it. After the jump hang kai, also going on the right side, he's into it. Nicely done. He's moving pretty good right now. Still got 55 seconds left. There should be enough time. He's got to get into the brake slider. He goes for it. He sprints. He jumps. And yes, he's done it. And he makes the dismount. He's onto the warped wall. Come on, Killer. You can do this. He's still got 40 seconds left. He's up the warped wall in 1. Plenty of time if he can just do this. The slider jump. Irarath failed it earlier. Alright, he lands on the first jump. He jumps to the second one. Gets the third one. One more. Come on, Killer. No, he comes up short. Oh, and he can't save it. Killidaman goes out on the slider jump. As you can see right here, when he got onto the slider jump, he jumped from too low on the platform. If you jump from down there, you're not going to make it. You want to get all the way up to the top of the step before you jump up to the next step. And Killidaman just didn't do that. He jumped from too low and just didn't have the height to make it to the next step. And just like that, Killidaman is out on stage 1 again. That's too bad for Killidaman, but our next competitor did not have much more success. Halo 4 is bomb, took on stage 1. He almost got pushed out of the pole maze, but he managed to get through it and go onto the jump hang kai, where he then ended up falling short. Next up is the first of our Xbox 360 All-Stars to compete on the Xbox One. Game Types was a master of this course back in the early times. In his first 7 appearances, he made it to stage 3 an incredible 5 times. The other 2 of those appearances, he went out on stage 2, but after those first 7 in stage 1 clears, the jaws of Halo Ninja Warrior opened and swallowed Game Types whole. In his last 3 appearances, Game Types has been unable to clear stage 1, and his former glory as an all-star of this course began to dwindle. Now as we return for the Xbox One, can Game Types reclaim his position as an all-star of this course? Let's take a look. Hopefully our former all-star will not struggle with this stage. But I don't know, we've seen some pretty good competitors go and some pretty good competitors fail. So here he goes onto the sextuple step. Moving through just at that all-star rate. Look at him go. He's right through it, through the sextuple step onto the X bridge. An obstacle that has not caused many problems. An obstacle that has a lot of unique ways to do it. I've seen a lot of different people do different techniques on that obstacle. Game Type's no different. He gets through it onto the pole maze. He jumps, he's into it nicely. He misses the first little block. Okay, he kind of goes past the path there. Alright, he's looking good. Still got a minute left. He's through the... Looks like he can get through the pole maze. Yes, he can after the jump hang kai. Can he do it? He jumps. Goes to the left side. No! Game Types comes up short of the jump hang kai too. Wow, this obstacle is really tearing apart our competitors. Look, he sprints for it. He jumps. I think he just jumped too early. He didn't have the height to get onto the platform. It was really close for Game Types. Just didn't quite have the height. And he got pushed off and fell into the water once again on stage 1. Anyway, our next competitor to go, taking on stage 1 for his first time, is Tyler Freakin'. Obviously a friend of Bradley Freakin'. Let's see how Tyler will do on his first ever time here at Halo Ninja Warrior. First up, he must deal with the sextuple step. And he spends a bit of time on that first step. Looks like he's going for a slow approach here. And it doesn't matter as long as you get through it. But you are going to have to worry about that clock at some point. He's through it. Now for the X bridge. Oh, he backs up, he sprints to the second one, goes all the way to the sixth one. Nicely done, Tyler. Very fast technique there. Might have saved him a few seconds. Now for the pole maze, he's into it. He's catches the wall right there. Still got a minute. Now for the pole maze dismount. No one has screwed up on this yet. Now there's Tyler. He's onto the jump hang kai. You got to find that right spot. He goes for it. He jumps, and he's into it. Nicely done. Now he's just got to get around these railings. Looking pretty good right now. He's down to 40 seconds, so he might need to hustle if he wants to clear the stage in time. 35 seconds. Come on, Tyler. You got to move it. All right, now for the brace slider. Can he make it? He's only got 30 seconds left. Come on, Tyler. You can't be wasting time right now. Go. What are you doing? He's wasting even more time. 25 seconds. He goes for it. Oh, he jumped extremely early there. He had no hope of making that one. Well, Tyler was running short on time. He messed around a lot, but then when he finally went for the brace slider, he jumped so early. He just came up short and had no hope of getting to the other side of that brace slider. Anyway, after him, we saw returning competitor Belt Dragon take on the course. He didn't compete in Tournament 12. He came back for this tournament, but it didn't go very well as he failed the jump hang kai. He jumped a bit too late and just didn't get up high enough to land on it. Then after Belt Dragon, we saw newcomer Weapon Matt take on the first stage, and he also failed the jump hang kai going on the right side. Just came up short. After Weapon Matt, we had DHG Bipolar, who got onto the X bridge, but he wasn't able to get off of it. He came up short of the dismount. And just like that, DHG Bipolar found his way to the depths of the water. Anyway, our next competitor to go is Double Ump. This is his 6th time here at Halo Ninja Warrior. He first competed all the way back in Tournament 2, and he's never been very successful in this course, so let's see how he does today. He's onto the sextuple step. I think the most success he's ever had was in Tournament 3 when he got to the spinning bridge on stage 1, but since then he hasn't gotten very far. He was in Tournament 12. This is one of many to fail the curtain slider. Now he's onto the X bridge. Looking pretty good right now. He uses 2 pallets and he's across. Now for the pole maze. An obstacle he didn't get to attempt in the last tournament. He goes for it and he's into it. Now he's just got to navigate his way through the maze. He's got a pretty decent pace going right now. Alright, he's out of the pole maze. Now for the jump hang kai. Let's see if he can do it. He jumps. He goes for it, and he's into it. He almost gets pushed off. It was really close, but Ump is into it. Now he's jumping around the railings. He's looking pretty good right now. He's onto the brace slider. This obstacle has proven to be pretty difficult for some people. So let's see if Ump can do it. Oh, looks like he's going to do what Bradley did on the other side. He jumped off the little black piece. Now for the warped wall, he goes. He's up into 1. Double Ump is doing amazing right now. Now for the slider jump. Let's see how it goes. Oh, he's slowing down. Is he going to go under? Ump goes under. Oh my god, he's going crazy right now. Look at this guy. He's got 23 seconds left. He's onto the rope climb. 20 seconds. Come on, Ump. Could he finally clear stage 1 for the first time? Yes, Double Ump has made it through stage 1 with 16.58 seconds. That was a great run. Here on the jump hang kai, it looked like he almost got pushed off, but he managed to save it. But then an incredible move on the slider jump saved him plenty of time. He was able to slow down just enough to get underneath the other side of the slider jump. And then he climbed all the way up top to victory. And for the first time in his career, Double Ump will be moving on to stage 2. Very well done by Ump. And now our next competitor to go is True J. This is his 2nd time on Halo Ninja Warrior. The first time was in the last tournament when he failed the first jump of the sextuple step. So now he's back for revenge. Here he goes. Oh, he's off again. Wow. True J, for the 2nd tournament in a row, fails the first jump of the first stage. That's not a good record to have on this course. The final competitor for the day is making his grand return here at Halo Ninja Warrior. Duster Buster 2K competed in the first 6 tournaments of this course where he saw slight success. In Tournament 2, Duster Buster was able to advance to the 2nd stage, an accomplishment he has not been able to repeat. He failed the metal spin in that tournament, but over his 5 first stage failures, he has failed the spinning bridge twice, the jump hang, the jumping spider, and the half pipe attack. Despite his failures, Duster has had the true spirit of a Halo Ninja back in the first 6 tournaments, but now after a 6 tournament absence, we will finally get to see him attempt Halo Ninja Warrior again. Now we can find out if his past experience will help him out on this new stage. This has got to be one of the most anticipated runs of this tournament. I'm really excited to see Duster Buster return. It's been so long since we've seen him. How will he do on this course? He's on the sextuple step. We've only seen 2 competitors clear so far. If Duster Buster could be the 3rd one to clear, it'd be truly amazing. He's looking pretty good through the sextuple step. He's going a bit slow, but hopefully he'll pick up the pace in later obstacles. Alright, he's right off the sextuple step now for the X Bridge. Duster Buster, he used to be very well known on this course back in my first 6 tournaments, and now he's back. It's incredible to see him back. Here on the Xbox One, he goes for the pole maze. He's into it. Nicely done. Duster, he's still got a minute left. He's doing all right now as long as he navigates through this pole maze quickly. All right. Oh, he's gonna rush the dismount. No. Oh no, Duster. He cut that corner. You got to back up before you go around that corner, or just like Duster, you will slip off. Duster was so close. He was gonna get to the jump hang tie, but his run is cut short here, and that is the end of Duster Buster in Tournament 13. And with that, we are at the end of Episode 1. We are now halfway done with the first stage, but we've only seen 2 competitors be successful. Bradley Freakin will be advancing to Stage 2 for his 3rd time, and Ump Double Ump on his 6th appearance will finally be moving on for the first time in his career. We will soon see their 2nd stage runs, but first we still have 25 more competitors to attempt this first stage. Make sure to come back in the next episode when we will finish off the first stage of Tournament 13, and where we will see many great returning competitors and veterans. We have some of the best competitors from the Xbox 360 going in Episode 2, and we will also see the top 3 finishers from Tournament 12 take another shot at this course. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. There will be more to come here on the Xbox One, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time on Halo Ninja Warrior.